Happy Eurovision. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you for the final of our daily Zooms. It's been so much fun doing these over the last couple of weeks, but I mean, in some ways it's flown by, but in other ways it does feel like we've been doing this for about 2 months now. So I'm quite looking forward to having a bit of a few days off. We'll have 24 hours off, and then we'll start planning the ticket ballot for next year in Malta or wherever we happen to end up. I just thought I'd let you know where I am. I'm currently backstage at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. Can see people are starting to arrive for our live screening for Eurofest of this year's contest, and that you can see, that's Nikki French's jacket. That's the jacket.
Oh,
she is performing this evening.
She gets out quite a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah. So she's our star turn. She'll be on at 7. A bit of a warm up for the show at 8. So yeah, an exciting evening ahead of us. I don't know about you. I'm petrified. I mean, that slight Eurovision day of like terror and excitement, and I think more so after not having had a contest for 2 years. But Hass, Danny, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, hopefully I'm looking forward to France winning, only because it's my favorite song, and I always like my favorite song to win, regardless of politics or whatever. But you know what? It doesn't matter who wins. It's a great show from what we've seen from all the rehearsals. So we'll try and go there next year if possible, and support the UK, in that host country. But I think it really is exciting. And like you, Alasdair, I'm more nervous this year. Normally, I'm at the press centre, so we just stroll in, because we've seen all the rehearsals so many times. It just doesn't really affect us.
Yeah.
But here, being stuck in the UK, in a nice way, and observed everything online, it's a lot different. I am actually quite nervous this evening.
Yeah, I am too. Danny, how are you feeling ahead of the big night?
I'm actually okay. I feel quite tapped. Normally I'd be in the arena soaking up the atmosphere. So this year I'm feeling more chilled, and I'm actually not, I don't really mind who wins this year. I'm pretty relaxed. I would like it if it's one of my favourites. But the one thing I'm looking forward to this evening is whether Moldova can top their performance from Thursday night, because that is one of the most iconic performances in the wrong way that I've ever seen it in a Eurovision stage. And I couldn't believe she qualified. But, I think that's one of the things to look forward to. Can't wait to see San Marino do really well at the end, because I think they're a great closer. I have no idea what the voting's going to be like. The juries are going to be in. I think France could win the jury vote. Televote, no one. I don't think anyone expected Norway to win 2 years ago. So I think the televote could be a massive surprise. And we'll see at midnight in just under 6 hours' time, we'll know who's won.
Yeah, I mean, I
think it'll all be over.
Bulgaria. Sorry, Alasdair.
No, I was just going to say it's weird. We've been preparing for this for so long, and as you say, in 6 hours' time, we'll know the winner.
Yeah, and I think it could even be a country out of the blue that we don't expect to win, like Norway or Bulgaria, because they're both really emotive performances. I mean, we should expect to be surprised.
Or Ukraine. I still think Ukraine is a bit of a dark horse. I think that's going to do well with both juries and televotes, I think.
I love Kiev as an amazing city in 2017.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
2017.
2017.
Yeah, 50p taxis everywhere. That'd be great.
75p beer.
Yeah, I'd be happy to go there again.
Yeah, well, I've been there twice for both times they've won. And it is such a nice city, Kiev. I mean, it's big and green. But they may want to hold it somewhere different if they win it again. I don't know, but I would gladly go back to Kiev again. It's and the people there are so nice.
Yeah, very friendly city. I had a great time.
Yeah.
What do we think of Iceland's chances? Do you think there'll be a bit of sympathy voting?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think so. They're going to do well. I still don't think the song is as good as the one they had last time around. So I would be a bit miffed if they won with an inferior song. But, I think there will be a sympathy vote for them because they're not performing this year. But no matter what happens, I think he'll have the hit of the contest. So I don't think winning for him really matters.
Yeah, 2 weeks in Iceland will be a bit on the pricey side next year. 2 weeks in Moldova will be nice and cheap, but I don't think that's going to happen. Who's going to be? Do you think there's anyone that we've not been speaking about who's actually going to be a bit of an an actual dark horse? I know we've spoken about, you know, Bulgaria and Ukraine and those kind of countries. Are there any that's kind of like flown under the radar and kind of like, where did that come from, ends up in the top 10? I wonder if like Portugal ends up in that category.
I think Serbia are going to do a televote because there's no other ex-Yugoslavian countries in the final. And if you look on YouTube, they have so many views compared to any other video. They are way ahead, so they're really popular. So I think they'll probably get lots of points from the Balkan areas. Not enough to do well, not to win, but I think they'll be top 10, I think.
Yeah, and I was just about to say Serbia as well, Danny. I think that's going to do really well, you know, and, you know, there's so much energy in that song.
Yeah, it's such a hard to hear to flip my hair like they do, you know.
Yeah, you know, and if you
I remember those days.
You know,
it's been a long time any of us could flip our hair like that.
You know, but if you like, you know, what you call tits and hips, then that's the song for you, isn't it? Really.
We all love that.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're probably maybe we're being too polite and dancing around the issue a bit. UK, how well are we going to do?
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it? Because you know, by its very nature, the semi-final, you know, the semi-finals, they're meant to read out some of the less sort of popular songs. Hasn't really happened, I don't think. They missed out some great songs. So in a way, we will always struggle. The top 5 will always struggle in the host city because, you know, we know there's at least 20 really good songs there now. Wow. And, you know, will any country put us in their top 10? You know, fingers crossed they will, but who knows?
I think my issue, I mean, I think being in the direct finalist can be a hindrance, but if you look at the top 2 in the odds, it's France and Italy who are big 5. I don't think that's ever happened for a long time. 2 of the big 5 have been in the top 5. So it's not about that, but the problem the UK has is they play it too safe. It's a nice song that no one hates, but no one really loves, and it's the kind of song that's going to probably be maybe 12th, 13th, and
everyone's favourite 13th place song. Yeah,
exactly. And I'm sorry, but the staging is rubbish. It's cheap. It's just there's no effort put into it. It's something that they picked up within 5 minutes. All it does is these 2 trumpets come down from the stage, and that's it. And it's a bit of pyro now. Whoopie-doo. That's not really going to save him from anything. And I love James. He's a great singer, but he doesn't have the X factor. And I think there's a reason why he's more of a featured artist and a songwriter rather than a star.
His vocals have definitely improved over the 2 weeks. I think from the first rehearsal, he's definitely kind of warming into it. But I agree. I think it's a good song, but it's a safe song, and I think we need to start taking a few more risks. And I think we probably will. I think, you know, we feel like we've got a team now that sort of know what's going on. They know the game. They know kind of what works. And I think they'll be seeing what countries like France, what countries like Italy are doing. I think Spain's probably got more chance of a last place than the UK. I think we may be everyone's 13th favourite song. I think Spain could be everyone's 17th favourite song.
But I think Spain might do better with the juries because he's a good singer.
Yeah, so, I think Spain will do actually better than what people think. You know.
So before we wrap up, Danny Haas, what's been your highlight of the fortnight in Rotterdam virtually?
I think these Zoom calls actually, probably getting a chance to chat to everybody, airing our favourites and having these nice little chats. It's been a nice wind down after a long day at the press centre, Rotterdam Press Centre, which I've really enjoyed. I didn't think that the online thing would be much fun, but actually I've really enjoyed it, and it's been nice to do that. Not the same as being back in the actual press centre itself. I'm looking forward to go back there next year. But yeah, I think for me, it's the communication and the chance to chat to other OGA members, which we normally wouldn't get the chance to do.
Ask, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it has been quite chill because normally when I'm there, I always rush around to a press conference, then back to my computer to watch the screen, and in the press hall, and it's all been it's always going. You miss so many things. But this year, I've just been really chilled. And we know we can go back and listen to those press conferences again anyway now, which is really good. Now, I've just been amazed at just seeing the whole contest develop from the very first rehearsals up until the dress rehearsal this afternoon. There's still a few glitches this afternoon, so they haven't got long to fix things up. So let's see how things go.
I think for me the highlight has been, I think because everyone's kind of been in the same boat, it's kind of been, in some ways it's actually been more of a kind of communal and shared experience, the build up to the contest this year, than it can be when you're actually over there, as Has says, when you're kind of rushing into the press centre and then to a press conference. Here, just kind of logging online, following the rehearsals, chatting to some of the other people in the online press centre. It's been, you know, it's been a nice shared experience, and I think there's just this sort of great sense of anticipation that we've waited 2 years and we're here. So put you on the spot. Who's going to win? Hass, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, I've still got to say France, because I think I love the song since I first heard it, and I still think, you know, the quality is there for it to win.
Danny?
France, or at a push, Ukraine.
And Adrian, looks like he's really trolling us now, and he's actually in the arena. He's got onto the call just in time. Hello.
Yes. So, hi. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Well,
Yeah, sorry for being the asshole who decides to turn up at the last minute and wave from the arena. But yeah, I'm here. It's not that busy yet because we were in the first group being brought in, but we have wine, we have beer, we are here.
Done all your testing? You're all clear?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have a negative test. So thankfully, all seems to be going really well. So it's fun.
And Adrian, I've just been putting the others on the spot. Who's going to win?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone, but I'm gonna say Iceland. I've changed my tune. It was France for a long time, but I somehow feel Iceland might have that human advantage.
Cool. Right, I've got a Eurofest to go and set up for. I can hear the music starting.
Come on, Kelsey, you haven't told us
Oh,
yet.
I've not done me. Yeah, Malta. I'm going to stick with my initial prediction. I know things have changed over the last couple of weeks and songs have gone up and down the betting, but I'm still sticking with my initial prediction. I think it's not my favorite, but I think it's got the broadest appeal to as wide a cross section of the viewing and jury public as possible. So I'm going with Malta, and I think we could be in Valletta or somewhere on the island of Malta next year.
Okay.
Good luck to Gemma Cass. She really deserves it.
We love Gemma Cass. She's the latest member of OJ Malta. So thanks everyone for joining us. Have a fantastic Eurovision 2021. Thanks for joining us over the last couple of weeks. Enjoy the show. May the best song win. May your favorite do well, and see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy.